For the cast on, we're gonna do 40 stitches, and I'm using the smaller needle, size 8 US. I now cast it on 40 stitches. Now it's time to connect the stitches in the round and start knitting. So we want to make sure that all the stitches are facing the same way, there is no twists. And this is how I connected, and we'll find our pattern is 1 knit, 1 purl, knit, purl, knit, purl for the remainder of this row, and we are starting with the brim. I'm now finishing up row 9 of my brim for my beanie, so I have a few more stitches left and row 9, and now I'm all done. This is the beginning of new row. So row 10, I am switching to the bigger needle. This is size US 11, so we're gonna put all the stitches on my US 11, and I'm also knitting all the stitches, all knit. Finished row 11. I'm gonna switch the colors, making sure I cross the yarns behind, and I always kind of like tuck on those yarns, so make sure there is no gap. And I'm gonna knit 5 rows with this ivory color that's called, if you don't know that, fisherman. I now finished 5 rows of knitting with the ivory color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's time to switch the colors and knit 1 row with the navy color. And as you probably think, the third stripe will be also after 5 rows with the ivory color, so it'll be all even and beautiful. All right, finished 2 more rows with the ivory color, and now it's time to start decreasing. We're gonna knit together 2 and 2, knit, knit together 2 and 2, knit, and let's just continue the whole row. You can already start to see the shaping. I finished the row with the decreases, and then I knitted 1 row without any decreasing number of stitches. So this row I'm gonna be continuing decreasing, knit 2, and as you can see, I'm gonna knit this one, but this row's been the row where, the stitches is where I decreased the stitches, so I'm gonna continue 1 knit and 2 knit together, and you can see how it's just continuing. you can see the shaping of the hat before we close it all out. So the last row, you either close out all the stitches, but let me show you how I do it. Let me just say that if you don't like my method, of course you don't have to do it. You don't have to like it. I'm just showing you. I'm using a crochet hook and I'm just like knitting together two, slipping it on a crochet hook. Oops. Few more stitches. And you want to do it carefully so you don't lose any stitches if you decide to do this method. You don't have to, of course. So I now finished this whole row. My stitches are off the knitting needle. I'm just gonna slip through those stitches just like that, carefully, not to lose anything. And then when I'm all done, I'm gonna secure it by looping it through, cutting it, and I want to make sure it's all secure. Here you go. There is my high country beanie, all finished. I hope you like it, because I certainly do. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.